Unus Annus. What was once many of our favorite YouTube channel is now no longer with us. But the memory is still alive because we were there. And what better way to keep this memory alive than with each of our chosen art forms? For me, that is beads. The project you will see today, and are able to follow along with if you so choose, has already been hours in the making, and hours more will go into finishing this project. After this video, share your Kandi creations under the hashtag #UAKandi. Now, let's get started with the project. If you click the link in the description, it'll take you to the pattern I designed on kandypatterns.com. For this project, I'm going to need 463 black beads and 353 white beads. That is a total of 816 beads. This is a much bigger project than I normally do. I'll also need a pair of scissors, and for the string, I'm going to be using 0.7mm thick Stretch Magic elastic clear cord. This is just the type of string I like to use for things that don't need to stretch very much, contrary to the name. Now, since this item is so big, I'm probably going to need somewhere between 20 and 30 feet of string. Anyways, let's get started. I'm going to start out with a 5-foot piece of string, and I'm just going to add some more later on. There is a tutorial linked down in the description about how to add more string. Then I'm going to fold my piece of string in half and hold the two ends next to each other. Now I will place one black bead onto each end of the string. Then put the two ends of string together and place on one white bead. Then add one white bead to one end and then one black bead to the other end. Put the two ends together and place on one black. So then we are going to make 22 columns of black. So the columns alternate, as you can see. There's going to be one column where you put one bead on each end, and then the next column you'll put the two ends together and put on only one bead. And we're going to do this for 22 columns. So here I'm going to put one bead on each end of string, and that counts as one column. Then put the two ends together and place on one black bead, and that counts as the second column. Now I'm going to do this for 20 more columns. And 20. Next, I will add one white bead on one end of the string, then one black bead on the other end. Put the two ends together, place on one white bead, then one black on each end. Now I'm going to pull all of my beads towards the center of the folded in half string. Then I can also tug on the beads to pull them even tighter. And I think I'm going to do that again. Ah! So now it should look something like this. Now I'm going to tie a triple knot on the end of the string. This string is a little slippery, so I firmly and repeatedly tug the ends when tying knots to make sure it doesn't come undone. So right now I'm going to orient this so that the white beads on these black and white columns are facing towards me, and I'm going to make the very top of the hourglass, and then we'll move downwards. So I'm going to take one of my strings and kind of just push it off to the side and only use one right now. So I'll take the string that I am using and put it through the bead closest to me on the very edge. And pull that all the way through. Then I'll add a black bead onto my string and place the string through this white bead that's popped out. And then here I'm going to add a white bead and place my string through the second black bead away from where the string is coming out. Once again, add a white bead and place the string through the next black bead that's popped out. Keep adding white beads all the way across until you get to the very last gap in this row. That bead is going to be black. Also, don't forget to tug the string gently to tighten it after every few beads added. That'll make sure everything looks nice and neat. Now the last bead in this row is going to be black. So without adding a bead here, turn around and place the string through this black bead here that we just added. Now this row is going to be the exact same as the last row. The first bead we add on is going to be black. Then place the string through the next white bead that's popped up. Add a white bead here. Place the string through the next white bead. Keep adding white beads all the way across, and then the last bead is going to be black. Now we're down to the last bead of the row, which is going to be black. Then turn around and place the string through that same black bead that we just added. Once again, this row is exactly the same as the last two. The first bead will be black. Then add white beads all the way across, and one black at the end. I'm going to stop here for a second because I am running out of string on this end. So I'm going to go ahead and add about maybe 3 more feet. Don't forget there is a tutorial linked in the description in case you need help doing that. Now I'm going to continue with the row. Once again, the very last bead on this row is black. Then turn around and place the string through that same black bead. This row is going to be all black all the way across. Then turn around and put the string through the last bead we added. And this row is also going to be all black all the way across. So now this very top piece is complete. Now I'm just going to flip it over and put that string we were just working with out of the way. And grab the other string that we hadn't been using yet and place it through this black edge bead that's popped out. Now I'm going to add black beads all the way across. So since this is an odd peyote stitch, I'm going to need my two ends of string to work with. So I'll need to get this one that's coming out of the top, all of the way to the other side. So I'm going to flip it back over. So I'm going to take this top string and place it through this last bead we had added. Then place the string through each and every bead all the way across the top edge until we get to the second bead from the edge. Once I've reached the second bead from the edge, I'm going to then place the string through the bottom edge bead. Now I have a string on each side for the odd peyote stitch. So once again, I'll flip this back over. So for this row, I'm going to be using the string that we just brought over here, adding on a black bead, and placing the string through the next black bead that's popped out. Then another black bead, one white bead, two more black beads, then 5 white beads, then 2 black, 1 white, and then 2 more black. Now on this last black bead of the row, we'll need to use the other string to hold it on. So switch to the other string and place it through that last black bead by going the opposite way. And that way, the edge bead will be held in place. Next, I'll be adding 1 black bead and 1 white bead. Next will be 2 black, then 6 white, next will be 2 black, 1 white, and 1 black. Next, I'll be switching to my other string and placing that string through this black bead that's popped out without adding a bead. Then I'll add 1 black bead, then 1 white, then 1 black, 3 white, then 1 black, 3 white, then a black, a white, and a black. Now I'm going to stop here for a second and add more string onto each end. Now I will switch strings here and place the string through this second bead from the edge and the third bead from the edge without adding any beads. Next will be 1 white bead, then 1 black, then 3 white, 2 black, then 3 white, then 1 black and 1 white. Now I'll be switching back to the other string. So right now this string is coming out right here on the second bead from the edge. But I actually need it to be coming out of this third bead from the edge. So what I'm going to do here is take my string and thread it through the bead that's directly above the bead it's coming out of. Then place it through the bead that is next to the bead the string is coming out of right now, and down. Now I will go directly below the bead the string is coming out of and place it through that bead going towards the outside. And now the string is coming out where I actually want it. So I've gone from here to here to here to here. Okay, now I can start adding more beads on. So we'll start with black, white, black. Then 2 white. Then black, white, black. Then 2 white. Then black, white, black. Now after this last bead is added, we'll need to switch strings and place that string through the same bead we just added, but going the opposite way. And that will help it stay on. Next, add a white and a black bead. Then 2 white, 1 black, 2 white, 1 black, 2 white, then 1 black and 1 white. Now I'll switch to the other string. I'll start with black, white, black. Then a white and a black. Then 3 white. Then a black and a white. Then black, white, black to finish off the row. Then I will switch strings, place the string through the last bead I added going the opposite way, and that will hold it on. Then add a white and a black. Then add 8 white. Then a black and a white to finish off this row. Now I will switch strings, add a black, a white, and a black. Then 1 white, 2 black. One white, 2 black. Then white, black, white, black. Then I'll switch strings and place the string through the last bead I added going the opposite way, Then 1 white and 1 black. Then 3 white. Then 2 black. 3 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. Now switching to the other side, we'll start this row with black, white, black. Then 1 white and 2 black. One white and 2 black. Then white, black to finish it off. Then I will switch to the other string and use that string to hold on the last bead added. Start here with a white and a black. Then 8 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. Now I will switch to the other side, add a black, a white, and a black. Then white, black, white, black. Then white, black, white, black. White, black. Start this row with white, black, white. Then 2 black, 2 white. Then 2 black. Then white, black, white. Once again, I'm going to add more string. Now this row, we'll start with 1 black, 1 white, and 1 black. Then white, black. Then 3 white here. Then black, white, black, white, black. On this row, we'll start with 1 white and 2 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. Then 2 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. Then 2 black and 1 white. The next row will start with 1 black and 1 white. Then 2 black. 1 white. Next is 3 black. Then 1 white and 2 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. Next will be 1 white and 3 black. Then 1 white and 2 black. Then 1 white and 3 black. And the row with 1 white. Start this row with 1 black and 1 white. Then 3 black. Then white, black, white. Then 3 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. Next, I'll add 1 white and 4 black. Then 2 white, 4 black, 1 white. We'll start off this row with 1 black and 1 white. Then 9 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. On this row, we'll start with 1 white and 4 black. Then 2 white, 4 black, 1 white. So this row will start with 1 black and 1 white, then 9 black. Then this row will end with a white and a black. Start this row with 1 white, then 4 black, 2 white, 4 black, then 1 white. The next row will start with 1 black and 1 white, then 3 black, then white, black, white, then 3 black, then 1 white and 1 black. Start this row off with 1 white, then 3 black, then 4 white. Next is 3 black and 1 white. And here I'm going to add some more string to this end. The next row starts with 1 black and 1 white, then 2 black, 2 white, 1 black, 2 white, 2 black, and then 1 white and 1 black. This row starts with 1 white and 2 black. then 6 white, then 2 black and 1 white. Now I'm going to add some more string to this end over here. Let's start off here with 1 black and 1 white. Then another black. Then 3 white. One black. Then 3 white and 1 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. This row starts with 1 white and 1 black. Then 3 white. Two black. 3 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. On this row, let's do 1 black, 1 white, and 1 black. Then 2 white. Then black, white, black. Then 2 white and 1 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. Alright, the next row starts with 1 white and 1 black. Then 2 white and 4 black. Then 2 white, 1 black. And 1 white. This row starts with 1 black, 1 white, 1 black, 1 white, then 1 black and 3 white. Then black, white, black, white, black. This row will start with 1 white and 1 black. Then 3 white. Two black. 3 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. This row will start with black, white, black. Then 1 white and 2 black. One white, 2 black. Then white, black, white, black. This row will start with 1 white and 1 black. Then 3 white. Two black. 3 white. 1 black and 1 white. This row starts with 1 black and 1 white. Then 4 black. 1 white, 4 black, then 1 white, and 1 black. This row starts with 1 white and 1 black. Then 1 white and 1 black, 4 white, then black, white, black, white. This row starts with 1 black and 1 white. Then 3 black, then white, black, white. Then 3 black, then 1 white and 1 black. Now I'll be adding more string to both ends. This row starts with white, black, white. Next is 2 black and 2 white. Then 2 black and 1 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. This row will start with 1 black and 1 white. Then 9 black. Then 1 white and 1 black. This row starts with 1 white and 1 black. Then 1 white. Then 6 black. Then 1 white. 1 black and 1 white. Now let's add 1 black and 1 white. Then 1 black and 1 white. Then 5 black. Then white, black, white, black. Now I'm actually going to stop here and tie this off. So that I can hide the knot, I think I'm actually going to take the last bead off and put it on the other string. And then tie the 2 strings together tightly in a triple knot. And I'll cut the ends off. So here's what it looks like so far. Now at the bottom here, I need to make another piece like this top piece, and then I'll need to sew it on to the bottom. So to get started on this piece, I'll get another 5-foot piece of string. It's gonna be really similar to the top piece, only the colors are a bit different. So I'm gonna put 1 black on each end of the string. Put the 2 ends together, put 1 white, then put on 1 black on one end and 1 white on the other. Oops. Then put the 2 ends together and put on 1 black, then 1 white and 1 black. Put the 2 ends together, put on a black, then 1 white on each end. Put the ends together, place on one white. Next, I will put on one black and one white. Then put the ends together and put on one black. Then one white and one black. Then put the ends together, put on one black. Now it's going to be 8 columns of that white, black, black pattern. Two, 4, 6, and 8. Then black, white, white. Then white, white, black. Now white, black, black. Then black, white, white. And then one black on each end. So now I'll pull all of those beads to the center of the folded in half piece of string and pull on each group of beads to tighten everything. And it's something like this. Now I'm going to tie a triple knot. Okay, I think it sort of goes like this. So I know this little black part here is like the bottom of the little side poles, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna have it like that. So I will take one of my strings and put it out of the way, take the other and put it through the bead that's popped out on the edge. Now I'm going to add one black bead and place my string through this next black bead. If this black bead isn't facing towards you, you are able to flip it around like that. Then I will add a white bead and make sure I put my string through this next white bead right here. Then next I will add a black bead and put my string through the next white bead. Next I'll add another black bead. Make sure my string goes through the next black bead. Then I will add a white bead, and I actually want my string to go through the next white bead, so I'll need to twist this around to face the white bead towards me. Then another white bead, making sure my string goes through the next white bead. Another white, putting the string through the next white. Then another white, putting the string through the next white, so this one I will have to flip around as well. So I'll add another white bead, making sure to place my string through the next white. Then another white bead. This time I want my string to go through the next black, so I'll have to twist that around. Next will be a black bead, and I'll want my string to go through the next white that's popped up. Next, I will place on a black bead and place my string through the next white. Adding a white bead here, I'll put my string through the next black. Finally, on the end of this row, I'll add one more black and put my string through the next black bead. Now, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sew this piece right onto the bottom of the hourglass, just like that. So I will take that same string I was just using and thread it back through the last bead that I added. Then thread it through this bottom black edge bead on the top piece. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna lace this up similar to like a shoestring or a corset. So I'm gonna take the string and thread it through each bead on each side that's popped out, alternating pieces. And finally, as you can see here, my string is coming out on the second to last bead over here now. I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I'm gonna switch strings and put that string through this bottom edge bead. Then I'll add one black bead here. And then I'll add white beads all the way across until the very last bead, which will be black. Now the last bead on this row will be black. Next, I will add one black bead and put the string through this black bead that's popped out. Add another black bead. Now this row will be white all the way across, except for the last two, which will be black. Now these last two are going to be black. And I'll actually need to bring my other string down in order to hold that last bead on. So I'm going to take that string and place it through this bead right here. And then place that string through the last bead we added, going the opposite way. And that'll hold it on. This row will start with 2 black. And then once again, the rest of the row is white, except for the last 2 beads, which will be black. Now at the end of the row, I'll need to add 2 black. Now on this row, without adding a bead, I'm going to put my string through the next black bead that's popped out. And this row is going to be all black. Once again, at the end of this row, without adding a bead, I'm going to turn around and put the string through the next black bead that's popped out. Then this whole row is black too. Once again, without adding any beads, I'm going to put the string through the next black bead that's popped out. And this whole row will also be black. Once again, for this row, put the string through the next bead that's popped out without adding any beads, and do all black. Alright, there's going to be one more row of all black. This is it, guys. This is the very last row. I am so excited to finish this piece. It took me 3 hours to design the pattern on candypatterns.com, and God knows how long I've been actually putting it together, probably 3 or 4 hours as well there. And I'm like super satisfied with how it looks. Okay, this is it, the last bead. Now we just need to tie this off. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the other string, and I'm gonna want to thread it through all of these bottom edge beads until it comes out right next to the other end. Now that I have my two ends right next to each other, I am going to tie this firmly in a triple knot, making sure that I tug firmly and repeatedly on the ends because I do not want this to come untied. And let's cut these off. Alright, let's zoom out so you can see this beauty. So here is the finished Unus Annus Hourglass logo candy panel, and I'm like super happy with how it looks. If you do use this design, please credit me because I did put hours of hard work into it. If you've made it here to the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Remember to leave me a thumbs up if you did enjoy the video. Subscribe for more content like this. And until next time, memento mori, unus annus.